Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Planet Coaster live stream. I'm Steggs, part of the community team here at Frontier Developments, and it's a cool stream today. I'm really excited because it's my first stream like this. I know I haven't told you what it is yet. I'll tell you right now. It's a creator showcase, and I'm really excited because we've got a fantastic creator coming in. But before we do this, I just want to, this is one of my first times on my own doing a creator showcase, so I just wanted to just appreciate the room that I've got here. It's good, it's good. So, without me continuing being silly, let's get our fantastic creator in. So, we're going to be having a chat to the wonderful Wikz as soon as I unmute him, which is now. Hello, Wikz. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
there you are.
Hello.
Now, I just want to double check because I was speaking to you, Wikz, about this just before we started the stream, and I just want to double check that everyone can hear Wikz. Is everyone happy with the sound quality? Because really, you want to be hearing Wikz rather than me, because Wikz is the genius creator. Isn't that right, Wikz?
If you say so.
If I say so, I do.
Yeah.
I do indeed say so. And I'm very excited because we've actually featured you quite a few times on things like the Workshop Wonderlands and everything like that. So, and I've seen loads of your creations, and every time I see them, I can't help but think, how on earth did you do that, and why can't I do this?
It's becoming. I have a lot of hours in this game. I've been playing it since launch, so you you find some methods along the way to build on. You know.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. So it's a little bit of experience, maybe a little bit of natural creativity in there as well. Would you say?
Yeah, definitely for sure. I like building a little bit. Yeah, how do you say? Not realistic, but still keep it on the build itself.
Okay.
Kind of vary it a bit.
Well, do you know, Wikz? I know you're watching the chat at the moment, but you're getting a lot of love in the chat at the moment, which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I think we should call some people out and just see who we've got in the chat with us. So we have Emulator, we've got Kit Tracer, we've got Plastic Vicar, we have Wikz. Obviously, Wikz is joining us. We got Joel, Plastic Vicar, Plastic Swans, Arabus, Matty James, Stero144. We have KD Horse Rider, Aloria, 8-Bit Josh, Tilly Twos. Oh, hi Tilly Twos, and of course we have Lorenzo. Again, I don't want to keep putting people through that, but ever since my first stream, Bo said Lorenzo's name like that, and I feel like I have to keep up the tradition, if you like, Wikz, if that's all right with you.
It's totally fine.
Do you know what's funny? I keep turning as if you're with me, and then I turn and I see my hoodie and just a lone space. And I'm like, oh, Wikz isn't really with me. I just have to look here. It's all good. Right, look, Wikz, let's get into the first creation that you want to show us. Let's have a little look here. Here we go. So I know at the moment, Wikz, you're following the stream, but can you tell us a little bit about the park that we're seeing at the moment? What's it called, and what was your inspiration behind it?
Well, Dania is kind of the park that I started on YouTube with, or it was my first park I started on my YouTube channel. And it's been going on for about over a year now, and it's basically a Danish inspired park, where I have some important values for me and Denmark in this park that I try to create with my own touches, of course, and a little bit of other detailing. But yeah, that's pretty much what this park is about. I have some pretty cool stuff in here. So
okay, so what we're looking at the moment is what did you say it was? It was the
It's the Botanical Garden, which is a building in Copenhagen.
Ah, amazing.
Yeah, and it has a coaster and a people mover ride going inside, and yeah, I enjoyed building this, but it was also one big task I put on my shoulders.
I appreciate you not swearing there. Yeah, it looks amazing. Because the park is so it's huge. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit I'm a little bit scared of the frames, but I have paused it so we can actually get a bit more of a kind of look around. Um, uh, Dude, this looks amazing. So if we, I'm gonna head on into the botanical garden if that's all right.
Oh yeah, please do that.
Oh, look at that!
I
Look
really
at
like
that!
that part inside of it.
Oh, it's awesome. It's really cool. And there's so much more because you sort of go in and you're like, okay, yeah, this looks awesome, and then you sort of go round the plants and you're like, oh wow, there's a lot more to this than oh. Whoa. I've just
Yeah,
reached the center.
I tried to divide the botanical garden with having a butterfly aviary in the left and then fireflies right, and then we have the coaster in the middle going through a little jungle-ish
Oh,
vibe.
okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me. I feel like I'm going the wrong way here. Um,
Hey.
oh. There we go. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just got really put off because someone someone just walked into the stream room and no one does that, and it really terrified me. I thought when you're a kid and you're about to be in trouble. I felt like that, and I was like, no, I'm not going to get in trouble. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. Right. Anyway, sorry, Wikz. Please let's continue here. I'm gonna come right out of here. So you can see how big this is. Like I think I've barely scratched the surface going on in there.
Yeah, I mean, on the outside it doesn't look a lot. I mean, it does, but when you get in, it's like
Yeah,
it really.
that's it. That's it. I feel like I'm gonna ask you on all of these. How long did this take you to make, Wix?
Oh, this took me about, I think, 3 or 4 days if we take them like in a row, building on it in 3 4 days straight.
So
Yeah.
what? Just to clarify, what you're saying there is if you were taking it in a row, if you were adding all of the hours together, you think it would be 3 or 4 days worth?
Yeah, that would be quite. Yeah, because all the foliage work inside was very tedious.
Okay.
'Cause I didn't want it to clip through all the glass and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I had to be very cautious of which trees and all that stuff I used. It took some time, but I'm very happy of the result.
Yeah, you should be. This looks absolutely awesome. I've just reached the little water track. Oh,
Oh,
ah, Wix, it's great. It's so good. I love it.
thank you.
I absolutely
you.
love it. Now we can get that was sort of your main the main sort of feature of your park, or at least the main feature of the park that you wanted to show off today, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially this part because this is probably the part in the park I've used most time on.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, I mean it absolutely shows. It absolutely shows. Alice in Etherland says, "Is that 3 to 4 days with meal breaks?"
Oh yeah.
You did make sure to eat, Wix, didn't you? Because
also some coffee breaks too.
yeah, a lot of coffee breaks. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. You've got a lot of love for this. Lots of people really loving the botanical garden. Yeah, it looks absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. And so sort of you've even got a sort of one of the little mazy type things as well.
Yeah, I made my own maze since we don't have it in the game.
I like that. I really like that. That looks awesome, man. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Great. And obviously the rest of the park you said is sort of inspired. It's kind of a Danish park. You said, is that right?
Yeah, I have some, so as I said, some big things and buildings. I try to do my best at. Like the centerpiece you see in the middle of up above the lake, that's supposed to be kind of a recreation, but also inspired building of a castle we have in Denmark as well.
Okay,
Uh,
hold on.
so every little bits of this park is something Danish about, which was
Yeah,
my goal. So
amazing. Oh, what a great
thank you.
job, man. What a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, great, great stuff. Well, look, as you specifically wanted to go into the botanical garden, um, I know you're quite eager to show off a couple of other parks of yours as well, aren't you?
Oh yeah, indeed, indeed.
So, and I've I've seen I've seen these two. I had to load them, and I'm not even going to say anything. I want you to see them. So let's just go back over here while we get some things loaded.
Yeah, man.
So, Wix, I have a couple of questions for you if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're all right, then I'll if anybody in the chat has got some questions, then I'll ask them to you as well. But firstly, when you're sort of coming up with ideas, do you have a kind of specific process, if you like?
I occasionally use a lot of Pinterest, where I just find a lot of pictures, put them aside to each other, and whatever theme I'm kind of building, I'm trying to find kind of like the ambience music for it in the back, so it kind of gets me in the groove.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I usually use music. Music is kind of like my inspiration source. It keeps me going, and yeah.
I've never even thought to think of music as a way to help me imagine a park. But now you've said it, it completely makes sense. It really does. Does anyone else in the chat do that? I would love to know. I'd love to know if that's a very sort of specific Wix thing, or if a few other people have done that as well. You've got one question in the chat here. I can't even see it. Oh, there you are. Trooper Matthew says, question for Wix. Are you a fan of cluttering builds? And if so, what do you use?
That is such a troll question. I know Matthew.
Is that a troll question?
No, he.
Do you know?
I like my clutter on my builds.
You like your
feel
clutter
like
on your builds.
they do so much to a building, even though if it's just a few ropes or a few barrels on the side, or
honestly, I think that makes the build so much just nicer looking. You know, I think it sort of really. I just think it completes them. I'm not going to lie to you, Wix, that actually wasn't the question that I was going to read out. Somebody else just said, how are you today? And I thought, what a lovely question. But when it rolled up in the chat, I started reading it and my head was like, that's not the right question. Well, you've already started reading it. You're going to have to finish reading it. So that's why I didn't ask you how you were. But, you know, how was your day today, Wix?
It was good. I've been very excited for this live stream here with you and the community. So yeah, it was a few long hours before this. So
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So, Wix, which of your next parks do you want to show off? Is it? I don't want to say their names. Can I say their names?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
So is it Blackmire, or is it the other one?
I think we'll go with Blackmire first.
Yeah? Okay, we're going to go with Blackmire first. Very exciting. Shane Bailey, question for Wix. What was your longest build? I assume that means in time rather than like actual length of a coaster and stuff.
My longest build?
Yeah.
Ooh, I've built a lot in this. I can only remember actually.
I mean, if this one took you like 3 to 4 days, have you gone like way longer than 3 to 4 days?
Oh yeah, I have something I'm working on. I built this huge lighthouse of Alexandria.
Okay, right.
Which I have built, and it's for something further on. That's probably something that took me quite a while to build, but it also took a lot of my mojo after I built it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel like that's quite a natural thing. Once you put so much time and effort into something, I feel like you kind of need a bit of a I'm just gonna have a little relax now, and you know, get my groove back, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
All right, I'm pleased to say, Wikz, that Black Maya has indeed loaded, and I'm very excited about it. So
Awesome.
there we go, there we go. So this is Black Maya, and I love it. Right, let's go through inspiration for this one, Wikz. What's the idea? What gave you that inspiration to make this kind of park?
Oh, I've always been such a huge fan of steampunk, and I've I for some reason also when I build, I kind of it's not only parks, but I also want to build like a I don't know, like a level design ish and have story behind it, and yeah, I kind of like to get it all in while I build.
Okay.
And that's also helps me with my inspiration on like if this has a story, what should go here, and everything should have a function, and I've always just had this mind of this industrial steampunk town on a mountain, and yeah, so I just went with it, looked some pictures, and started making kind of like my own theme and buildings, and I kind of went with that, and here's Blackmire now.
Yeah, because this is, I mean, what I've done here is we're at the entrance. Now, I notice we've got a boat ride on our right, but we've also got the long bridge. What would you rather us take?
Well, I guess we can take the boat ride. It has also a little fun part when it goes to the mountain.
Okay, cool. Oh man, even just look at this. Like the amount of detail that goes into this Wikz is it's just awesome. It really is.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also this project has become my one and only. I'm very, very proud of this one myself. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like I can absolutely see why. It makes complete sense. I'm just where are the boats? Where did you go? Hold on. Let's give a little zoom up, because I want to get the full experience. I don't want to jump on it like halfway through, and I might go a little bit faster as we go into it, because obviously the boat rides are relatively slow. But let's have a little look here. Oh, okay, there's lots of people here. Let's maybe go cinematic. Yep, there we go. That looks wonderful. I don't actually know if we got into the right one there.
No, it goes both ways.
Okay.
You see a little bit of everything from each boat, so it's all good.
See if I can. No. Cinematic's going to be the way forward. Like, this is just so good. I love the floating. I can't remember what they're called. What are they called? They're like hot air balloon ships. Do they have a specific name? Are they, just airship. Yeah, that makes so much sense. They're just airships, Steggs. Amazing. Oh, are we coming into like a? Oh, please tell me we're going into that. Into this. Is this a sewer?
Yes, this is a part of the mountain town where the sewer system is underneath it.
I wish we could look. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much kind of what I wanted to look at. Wow. Look at all the works underneath as well. Like, you've not just gone like, I'll put some water here and that's it. It's like, no, I've fully, like, all of this has been thought through.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's, to be honest, sometimes I literally just play stuff and see where it takes me, and sometimes that's where the ideas come from, you know?
Yeah,
then it's just to make it look decent and pretty.
yeah, I totally get that. I mean, I that's pretty much my strategy, is just place things, but it never really works out for me, unfortunately. But, you know, it's fine. It's all good. Right, okay, I'm going to jump to the boat exit, and we can have a little look around. Oh, let's cancel that Okay. Amazing scenes. So when you're building, basically, what I'm trying to ask is, when you're building something, and you seem to just sort of know what parts to use to make your own sort of, piece by piece buildings or structures. Is this purely just because you know the game so well that you immediately just go, oh, I know what will work there. It'll be this particular item, or do you sort of explore the different options you've got, and then eventually settle on an option?
Actually, even though I know I can use a piece, I always try to see if there's another way. Sometimes, just to to widen your way of detailing and all that stuff. But I usually know the pieces of what I can use before I start building. I kind of imagine the builds before I build them, and it's not always that it ends up looking the way I planned, but
Sure. Yeah, I can appreciate that, absolutely. This just looks absolutely amazing, dude.
Thanks, man.
Like, I just, when you sort of think, oh my, oh, look at that. Sorry, there's so many things, and I get really distracted really easily by cool stuff. So I'm kind of like, is it a crow that does that, or is it a magpie? One of the two, where they just get attracted by shiny things. And I lose my train of thought because I'm just looking at this in awe of what you've done. Like, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I'm trying to there you are. There's an entrance into something. I'm trying to figure out where we're going here. I think we might be going into a ride. We are. We're going into a ride. Are we allowed to ride the ride, Wikz?
You're a little in front of me stream-wise, so which ride is it? Is it the coaster you are entering?
Barguest? Barguest?
Yeah, maybe we should keep that out.
Okay.
It's not done.
Not
but you
quite
can go
done?
in and peek though.
You want me to go in and peek?
Yeah, you can peek.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because
I've seen it though.
Something we should point out is that these aren't on the workshop yet, are they, Wikz?
No,
so,
this is a work in progress. All the parks you're gonna see.
So we're getting quite a special. I feel like it's a really cool live stream because of just because of that fact. Like, you can't get it on the workshop yet, so you're getting a little sneak preview, and it's just like, oh, it's really exciting.
And you're also the first one to actually see the park and come into it.
That I feel very very privileged about this. Very privileged indeed. I'm not going to keep peeking just because I want there to be a little bit of a surprise for people. So let's have a look at the main building, which just looks so good. Like, I don't get it, Wikz. I don't understand. To me, this looks like something that you could pick up like as one and just place and go, cool, that's in my park now. If you know what I mean. It looks so good that it looks like it's already in the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
I feel like you're going to be saying that a lot this stream because you're just going to be getting compliments. That's it. And obviously you've got the huge airship as well. Is this?
Yeah, the Zeppelin.
Oh, this looks so good. And then I'm assuming this is a hangar for it.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's the I call the Zeppelin the Majesty. So
Majesty.
Yeah. It also has a little bit of interior inside.
Yeah, and is this all? This is piece by piece.
It is, yes.
This is piece by piece. This, which looks utterly incredible, is piece by piece. Like, I wouldn't be able to even start on this. Just let alone. Oh, you've got a pirate manning it. That's so good. Oh, look at that. Love it. Like, even just the interior, it's just so. I know you said you often just place things and sort of see how they look, but it really does look like you've you've placed everything for a purpose in here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's some places I kind of like, as I said, I have an image, and sometimes I just, okay, let's see what happens if I place this piece here and this piece here, and
yeah. Someone's got a good point. Mike says, why do people forget to look at the park in the dark? Great point. However, I will totally go into the dark once we're done with the daytime.
Yeah, for sure. It has a little bit of light.
Okay, awesome stuff. So let's head up from the what was it called, the Majesty? Yeah. Let's head up from the Majesty, and do feel free to tell me if there are any particular sections that you'd like us to look at. By the way, Wikz.
Oh yeah, I will.
Good. Because at the moment I'm kind of just having a look at everything I possibly can. Like, it's probably not even a very smooth experience because I'm kind of just pressing like, you know, once on the keyboard to move it a bit because I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I can say that the building on the top of the mountain, which is the manor, that is probably one of the best buildings in the park.
Okay, so that's right at the. I'm looking at the right place, aren't I? Right at the top of the. Yeah, right at the top of the mountain.
Yeah. And then I also have a little of the drop tower we got in the Magnificent DLC. I also have inside of the mountain, kind of like going up and down.
No way. Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It has a fence around it. Right, you're looking at it now, I think.
Oh, so hold on. Am I going to break the illusion if I go in? Oh, yeah, yes, I am. Okay, let's move out of there. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I can get in. I want to. Can I get into the towery bit?
Yeah, if you go down to the below, before the mountain town.
Oh, I see some stairs. Am I in the right place? I feel like
I'll see in a sec. You're a little bit in front of me, apparently.
Yeah, I probably would be. Yeah. Okay. I keep moving.
On the
sorry.
second level.
The second level. Hold on. Let's go. Let's get a wider view of this. Okay. So what's you're probably first. You're probably second. Okay.
You'll see there's this fence around something where the drop tower is.
Fence around something where a drop tower. Oh, sorry. I've done the shiny thing. I've just seen your fountain. Looks great. Looks so good. Why are you good at this, Wikz? Why are you so good at this? So that's where I am at the moment. I'm at the fountain. That's.
And then if you just look right, straight
right.
up right.
Straight up right.
Yeah, a little bit up. Then you'll see the drop tower is hidden away in the mountain. So.
Interesting. Very interesting. I still have no idea where I'm looking, Wikz. You know.
If you go down to the bottom of the mountain town, all the way down.
All the way down?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm all the way down.
To the entrance where you see there is this stairway going inside the mountain.
There's a stairway going inside the mountain? No way. Where is this? This is actually quite a nice question, Wikz. While I try and figure out where on earth we're going. This is from Galcian. Let me read it first to just make sure that you know. Yeah, no, we're good. Sorry if this has already been asked. Wikz, what would you say your biggest inspirations for creation in the game? I know you said music, but
oh yeah, but other video games. I mean, I play a lot of other games, and they definitely inspire me. As soon as I see something, I get like, I can make this in Planet Coaster. Like there's a lot of games I use as inspiration, as Overwatch and Dishonored, and yeah, there's a lot of games I use.
Brilliant.
As my inspiration source.
Okay. Yeah, great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Galcian says, "Lol, no, not trolling." I know, that's just I'm just making sure because I've made the mistake once and I don't want to make it again. I'm now in the drop tower, by the way.
Yep.
I'm successfully. I'm allowed to ride it, right? Because I'm totally
you can ride
riding
that
it.
one.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're riding it. That's what we're doing. Let's have a little look around here. Yes. All of this is just so detailed, man.
Yeah, this one is also something I thought it was a pretty neat idea to kind of like cover it in the mountain and have it look out.
Yeah, when you said there was a ride inside there, I was sort of like, no, don't believe you, not happening. But no, you pulled it off. Of course, you pulled it off. It was great. And there's an open sewer tunnel. Oh no, it's not actually open. It's got bars on it. I'm assuming I can't really go in if there's bars there. Okay, and I want to just take a little look from up here, just to try and get a nice big view of everything, you know, because it's sort of like considering the size of what you can build in Planet Coaster, it's quite a contained bit of your park, isn't it? Really.
Oh yeah, it is.
But you've done. Are you sort of planning to expand further outwards, or are you kind of just sort of, are you liking the fact that it's kind of a nice, you know, compact park?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna expand it so much. I have the other mountain. That's one that is not have anything on yet, which I'm gonna make a slum area.
Oh, where's your other mountain? Oh, is this it on the left?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
That's mainly the thing I need to do, and then the park is almost done. It needs still a little bit of love everywhere, but
okay,
it's going super fast with this project. So yeah.
Yeah. So okay, Wikz, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
And I will ask you the standard time question shortly, as David in the chat has asked. Just one question: if you were to give somebody that's not the best builder in the world, like somebody like myself, maybe, what bit of advice would you give them?
Device.
Yeah, what advice? So,
advice.
Yeah, advice.
Device.
What device would you give them?
I was stuck a lot in the start of building the same things until I kind of like just looked the picture up on Pinterest. I try to challenge myself all the time. Not if I feel like I have a theme sorted out and okay, now I got this, then I move over to a new theme, try that, and then in that way you learn the game, you learn the pieces, and the whole building process gets super easier for you.
Yeah,
yeah. It's just build and like don't let anything stop you. If you build a box you're building and it looks bad, then don't give up. Put some stuff on it and
build
it will
a
look
better
way
box.
better.
Yeah,
So,
I like that. Maybe I should do that in the next one. Maybe I should just build a box and we try and make it a really good box.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give everyone some cinematic views, by the way. Just
you can
because
do it in nighttime so people can get that and
nighttime, of course.
And then we can move over to the last park, maybe.
Yeah, love it. Great idea. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, if anyone wants to know, I saw someone in the chat. This project has been taking about 8 months so far.
8 months. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it shows. You know, it's honestly, it feels like something really unique to see in Planet Coaster, and I think that's saying something considering how many incredible creations there are. It just really, I think it's a really inspiring park. It really is. Look at this.
Thank you.
I love the sort of lighthouse kind of thing.
Yeah, I was struggling to get one particular light going, so it was 1 or 4.
No, I think it looks quite cool. It almost looks like searchlights. You know, so it makes it feel a little bit more dangerous being here. You know. I like it. I like it a lot. So yes, let's get some cinematics of nighttime, and of course a thumbnail. There we go. That's the thumbnail. And then we can move on to your next creation as well.
Yeah.
Again, there's loads of love for this. Loads of love.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, in the chat. You're awesome. All of you.
Mr. Ninnis says, Wikz, will you make more similar creations like this in the future?
I'm definitely not finished with exploring the steampunk theme. I have so many ideas for this game and what to build, and so yeah, there's definitely be a lot more creations like this in the future.
I love it. I can't wait to see them. Can't wait. Right. Okay. Let's get your next creation up. This is very exciting. This has been great.
Yeah.
Just honestly, it's the build. This exactly. Kirsty Shields says this blows my mind. So good. I feel exactly the same. Honestly, it's. I would love to be able to build like this. Okay, so the next park we have is called Above End Frontier. Is that correct? Oh, Above End.
Yeah.
Is it Above End Frontier or is it Above End?
No, Above End. It was just because it was sent to you.
I was like, I don't think that's what it's called. Incredible. Wikz, Trooper Matthew says Wikz can make a bin that would hit front page. Ah, there you go. Matthew's being nice now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He is a good guy. Trooper Matthew, we like you. Good stuff. Yeah, this is amazing. It's honestly, yeah. There's quite rightly so. There's a lot of amazement in the chat happening at the moment. Because
yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
And you were nervous. Oh.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right. Okay. Next park. Here we go. So, Above End. This is what it's called.
Yes.
Now, I've specifically started in this particular view, Wikz, that we're in now, and I know that you can't necessarily see it, but I've told you about it. So, you're here. You're looking. You're like, oh, this is a really pretty looking park. This looks awesome. But then, if you zoom out, you realise it's on a big plateau mountain thing, and it's even got a coaster going around. Oh, just look at that. It's just
this is a collaboration between me and my buddy Auteur. We have it on each of our channels, and we had this idea that we wanted to build something levitated above ground and had it's supposed to be all the stuff around the island is supposed to be overgrown and derelict buildings and zombies, and they just levitated an island to be in safe haven almost. So that's kind of like the concept of this, and then we just had one theme was kind of Mediterranean, and we just went with it, and this is how it's kind of look now.
That is such a cool idea. Like having a sort of post-apocalyptic look out around the island and having this really awesome island in front of it would be so good. I love that. That would be yes, Wikz.
And there's a few little things that I want to show.
Go on.
In the middle, you see this coaster station right in the middle of the island. It goes down below. It's a very, very nice station Auteur did for the park. It goes beneath it and into the station, coaster station. Which is one of my favorite things in the park.
Wow. Yeah,
And
this
yeah,
looks awesome.
it's just super cool to have a collaboration. I can definitely recommend it. It widens even more your creativity. It pushes you in ways you wouldn't have thought before, and
How
yeah, it's just really nice.
for those in the chat that might not have ever done a collaboration, how does it work? Do you sort of do you obviously share a save file or you do it with the collaborators on the workshop? But in terms of sort of coming up with ideas and implementing them, how do you manage that sort of thing?
Oh well, that's kind of like also the same. We when we send it to each other, we kind of like share the ideas we have for what we want to build, or if some of us isn't really having any ideas, we kind of like push each other in a direction to what we could build, um, and
Okay.
afterwards it's just like it really just is a nice way of building in Planco,
Yeah, yeah.
because if you're like also if you don't feel like building or you kind of like lost the groove a little bit and then you pass it over and Operateurs maybe did something amazing that inspires me for my next time I have it, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's such a good way of building a park
Ah, yeah,
or a
I could see
project
that.
together.
Interesting. Ah, we're definitely. Are we allowed to ride the coasters?
I don't think so. No, not these either.
That's all right. I'll wait until it's finished because I was very excited. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, Operateur mainly did all the entire island or the interior of the island here.
Oh wow. Yeah, because it looks absolutely amazing. Am I allowed to go down and sort of
Oh yeah,
look
you
around
can
the interior?
yeah, you just go
Okay.
crazy. We have a dog ride also that goes between the island itself and buildings too and all that.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, I just want to have a little looky here because all of this just looks so. It looks really authentic, you know. Like, oh yeah, the interior is fantastic.
Oh, I get a permission in the chat to we can ride the dive coaster, so
We
we
can
should do
ride
that
we can
if
ride
you
the
want
dark
to.
coaster, can we?
Yeah, the dive coaster, the one we just went at, where I said no.
Oh,
We can ride
okay.
that. We can ride that one.
All right, hold on, because there are two coasters here, are there not, underground? Is that
Yeah, but
right?
not the mine train one.
Not the
The
mine
dueling.
train.
Nope.
This one right here, the one with the white track at the start.
Yeah. Where
Okay.
you looked at the station.
So
Yes.
so we're allowed to ride. It's broken down. It's
Ah,
broken
of
down,
course it
Wix.
is.
Broken down.
We must hire
We're
a
gonna have to get
mechanic
someone.
then.
We're gonna have to get a mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh no, the troubles. Oh no, it's all right. Mechanic's here. Look at that. The
Ah,
service, Wix. The
right on
service in
time.
your park is amazing. How do you do that? Brilliant. Oh, I can't wait for this. Come on, son. Let's. There you go. Whoa. Lots of smoke coming out of there. Having a little think. What do you reckon? Are we? Yeah, screwdriver. That's what I thought actually. And a couple of drills. Yeah,
Yeah, a screwdriver always helps.
screwdriver always fixes things. And he's done it. That's it. Great. Let's let's do it. Here we go.
Let's
I'm
ride it.
ready. Oh, I'm in the second cart though. Hold on. Can I force some people to get on? Let's just speed some things up a little bit. Because it's broken down, we've got to wait for everyone to queue up again. Is the queue quite big for this? Oh, it's just gone. It's all good. We'll now we'll do that. There we go. Oh, I think we're on now. Are we? I think we've gone to the back of the line again. Outrageous. Outrageous. The service here. It's brilliant. Yeah, again, lots of love for this. And yeah, it's one of those. When I first sort of loaded the park, I was kind of just like, this is lovely. And then I feel like my brain kind of jumped out of my head for a second, if that's really possible, which it's not. When I just zoomed out and saw that it was this lone island, And now that you've said you're thinking of like having the derelict buildings and things like that around the island, I'm just sort of like, I can't wait to get this park. You know, like I can't wait. When's it going to be finished, Wikz? When's that going to be?
That's a good question.
No pressure. No pressure. It's just I need it in my life.
Say a deadline at all. So we're just building, and I think
I think that's a good way to go. You know, I think pressuring yourselves as content creators is just gonna. I feel like it will make it less enjoyable. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally appreciate that. I think you're absolutely doing the right thing there. And I think we're about to be off. Yeah, lots of people. Yeah, we're very excited. All of us can't wait to get on. Look at you. How you doing? You all good? Yeah. He's screaming a lot. We haven't even started the ride yet. You know. So are we with this coaster? Do we get quite a nice view of the rest of the park?
Nah, not really. It's not like the lift. Maybe no. I mean, if you look backwards when you go up the lift, you might see a few things.
Okay.
But it mainly goes through the island and then goes up again. Yeah, it's not a lot, but it's mainly just the rush.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, this is great. This is awesome. I'm loving it already. I really like the kind of style you've got on this. Oh, goodness. No, not me. Not doing it. Can't do that. Wikz, I can't. I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, I would be doing this as well. This is so good, though. Look. Oh.
Yeah, this is a beautiful lift, Voiture did for the coaster.
Yeah, it really is. This is just awesome. Do you know, I love how it goes out of the side of the island. I think it's so good. Oh.
Yeah, actually, I remember one comment of the island that was like it was like a Ferrero Rocher chocolate. It was something beautiful on the. Or it was nice on the outside, but delicious on the inside, or something.
Yeah. I can totally see that. That was awesome. I loved that. I'm so pleased we got to ride that. Oh, I can't move.
It's a super cool,
cool
ride Voiture did here. There's actually a tiny thing in the park that I'm actually super proud of.
Go on. Do tell.
If you can spot them, there are some Vespers in the park. See if you can find them.
There are some Vespers in the park?
Yes. And then I will let you guess what I made them of.
Oh no. You know on the Workshop Wonderlands, I do the whole find the toolkit thing. The reason I do that is because I'm not very good at it. So I like to see other people that are also bad at spotting things. But now you're putting me in the situation where I have to find things. And I'm not very good at it, Wikz. I'm really bad at it. I'm just not a very... I feel under pressure.
You got it. There's a few of them.
I don't know if I do, Wikz. I mean, to be fair, we're getting a nice little overview of not an overview, we're getting a nice little run through of the entire park now anyway. And what was this, I know I'm sure you have actually said this, Wikz, but I'm going to ask you again. In terms of the sort of building style, what was it based around?
Mediterranean.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we didn't really have like a specific like building style, more like just it was gonna be Mediterranean.
Okay.
So you also see there's a little bit different style of buildings, which we kind of just went with the way and try some different things along the way, so everything doesn't look repetitive and
Yeah, for sure. Someone's just said you've just passed it, the blue thing. The only thing I remember passing were these. which you can't see yet on your screen.
There's one, if you go on the edge of the island where the restaurant is.
Oh, where the restaurant is. Edge of the island where the restaurant is.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. No, that's Gulpy. Don't want Gulpy. Edge of the island, where's the...
But there's one very
La
close to the
Ristorante!
restaurant.
There's one very close to the restaurant.
Mm.
Okay. Hold on. No, you're a human. That's not what I'm looking for. When you say close to the restaurant, do you mean in the restaurant? At the
No, outside of the restaurant.
At the bottom of the stairs. Someone just said at the bottom of the stairs. They're helping me, Wikz.
There's a restaurant on the level, on the first level or foundation.
Wait, the people in the chat are, no, the people in the chat are confusing me. Someone said at the bottom of the stairs.
Right there, I can see you looking at it right now.
Ah, yes.
You probably passed it.
No, I don't think I did. Did I?
It's a scooter.
Wait.
Vespa.
Oh no, I was really confused. I thought
Oh, I see you go past it so many times now.
I thought I was looking for a type of vase.
No, a Vespa. It's a scooter. You know, the small ones they have in there.
It's here, right here. We've got it. Feel like my face has gone red. It's just because it's warm in here. I don't get embarrassed. It's just because it's warm. Well, this is awesome. So again, this is a... How did you make this? Please tell. Go on.
It's candy pieces.
No, it's not. It's candy pieces. No
Yeah, and then some
way.
of the Monster DLC.
That's so good.
Yeah, I'm really... That's even though it's such a small thing, I'm really proud.
Yeah. Man, that's so good. Oh, I love it. Well, look, we found the Vespa. I knew what it was all along. I was just testing all of you. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
that's how I roll, Wikz. I like to test things. I need a drink. Well, Stephen, that was from Stephen in the chat, by the way. I need a drink. Well, if it makes you feel any better, there are some lovely vases over here. Now, I wouldn't recommend actually drinking from them. But if you're desperate,
if you go to the middle again, where you looked at that station in the middle.
Yes.
If you look down below it, there's a track ride going between it. You see it is a little bit above the station. We can ride that one in nighttime if you want to.
Right here. Oh, I didn't even realize this was track ride. This was a track ride. Where's my... I feel like I'm ruining the experience here, but I'm trying to. Where's the station for it?
If you just follow the track, you'll come to the station.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I didn't want to. Ah, there you are. Right, okay. Let's do that. So nighttime, you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's do it. Let's go here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Let's give it a start testing and give it a ride. Like it. I like this already. The lighting's awesome.
Yeah, we almost finished this ride, so this ride is almost good to go.
Great stuff.
We can give a little preview.
Yeah. You've got a bit of a spooky feel going on to this one, Wikz. A very spooky feel. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh man, that looks so good in the dark as well. Like the lighting,
Yeah.
I can't. Oh man, I'm excited. I can't wait to. Like when you get out on these bits and you see the lighting on the sides, it just looks so good.
Yeah, it's one tricky thing about this project is everything is very compact.
Uh-huh.
But that's also like a challenge. Also something that you become a better builder at like using more important pieces to actually place around, so things doesn't look super weird but still compact, and you know, the clutter. And it's definitely a challenge for me to build this compact, but if you just challenge yourself, everything is, you'll become a better builder for every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Here, you see, we go through the vine room here too. I don't know if you passed it, but
I think
I
we're
really like that part.
probably past that. Yeah, we've just reached the end there. Dude, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I want to get oh goodness, I don't know where we went. I want to get out into and see what the place looks like in the dark.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. Honestly, the wheel in the background is it's so pretty. Like it really brings out, like, it just
Yeah, it's very immersive, right?
Yeah, it is. That's exactly it. It's totally immersive. It looks so good. Honestly, like I can't wait to see what else you do with these builds. They are just awesome, man. Really, really awesome.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
my goodness. I really like this dark ride surprise. Indeed. Oh, well, Wikz, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for.
I know.
However, it has been absolutely wonderful having you on. And I hope you've enjoyed your creator spotlight, your creator showcase. Sorry.
I have indeed.
Getting my words
super
mixed
awesome.
up. Yeah, and honestly, there's been so much love in the chat for the creations. Obviously, they aren't on the Steam Workshop just yet. But hey, keep an eye on Wikz, and someday these will release and they will look super fly. No, super fly, because they already look super fly, right, Wikz?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you agree.
Yeah,
you agree.
totally.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Joel has just put your Steam Workshop link in the chat. So for anybody that hasn't heard of Wikz, do go and check out his creations. They are absolutely fantastic. But for now, Wikz, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Steggs.
You are more than welcome.
Awesome.
I'm glad. And thank you to the chat for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. And we shall see you next week. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.